A ridiculous day of walk-offs. And we got Yankees Marlins to start it off. In the bottom of the seventh here, Yankees lead 9-4 with their recently traded for reliever Jake Bird making his debut. And Kyle Stowers sends his pitch to Denny's to get a grand slam. Gone. Jason Dominguez almost made a crazy grab, but instead Marlins are down by 1. So we go to later in the inning. David Bednar making his Yankees debut, and y'all better stop making these debuts when the Marlins bats are just caliente. Javier Sanoa, solo shot, game tied at 9. Now Agustin Ramirez gets an RBI single. Marlins take a 1-1 lead, and they're just chugging along, baby. Ramirez is hyped up, choo-choo. Top 8, same score. Anthony Volpe at the dish. And he leaves no crumbs on the table. Bye-bye. Volpe now has 7 home runs since All-Star break, and that one ties the game at 10 apiece. Go to the top of the 9th, still knotted up. Jose Caballero also making his Yankees debut. He leads the MLB in stolen bases, and Swiper still is swiping. Steals second. Now runner is in scoring position. Same at bat, Ryan McMahon, a guy that the Yankees traded for as well, comes through like a late night Uber Eats order. Yankees up 11-10. What do you get for Uber
I'm getting
Eats
Taco Bell, cheesy gordita crunch.
You need a better diet.
Fire sauce.
You need a better diet. Bottom 9.
I won't argue that.
Camilo Doval making his Yankees debut. Xavier Edwards grounds it to right, but Caballero, well, welcome to Yankeeville, because now you're making errors as well. 2 scores. Edwards gets to third. And that was Caballero's first career error as an outfielder. But get this, it's the 6th time since All-Star break that the Yankees have had 2 or more errors in a game. No other team in the bigs has more than 2. Next batter is Ramirez. Yankees have 5 infielders. Doesn't matter. Short chopper brings in Edwards, and he slides in there like swimwear. Marlins walk it off. The Yankees' new-look bullpen gives up 9 runs in the last 3 innings as they lose it 13-12.
Pirates Rockies this early in the show? You know it must have been crazy. We'll walk it off, but wait till you see how we got there. This one was bonkers. Top of the first, Buccos up 1-0. Bases loaded for O'Neill Cruz. A 451-foot cruise missile into right field. Pirates up 5-0 early. That dude is legit. Now we're going to show him out in the field, okay? This is Brenton Doyle. Smashes one in the gap in left center. Look at Cruz just kind of sauntering over to get that ball. Doyle thought.
He's just like jogging over to it.
He thought he could stretch that to a triple. But Cruz hits the ball harder than anyone else in Major League Baseball. Also may throw it faster than anyone in Major League Baseball. Look at that dot to get Doyle at third. Absolutely uncorks it. Pirates still lead 9-1. Bottom of the 8th. Rockies down 16-10.
These jerseys are fire, let me just say.
Yanquiel Fernandez also fired up for his first big league homer, Scooby.
What a time to do it.
Cuts the Pirates lead to 16-12. So let's now go to the bottom of the 9th. 1 on. Nobody on, I should say, and 1 out for Hunter Goodman, who smashes that hanger deep to left for a solo shot. It's a 16-13 game. The Rocks would tack on a couple more, and then Brenton Doyle says, O'Neill, you can't throw me out on this one because you ain't gonna catch it.
Yeah, go get that one.
That's a souvenir for the fans. A walk-off 2-run winner. Rockies come back from 9 runs down twice in the game to win 17-16. Did you know Friday was the first day since August 29th, 1986, nearly 40 years ago, in which multiple teams scored at least a dozen runs but still lost the game. That day, the Tigers lost to the Angels and the Mariners lost to the Yankees, both by a score of 13-12.
I did not know that, Tyler. Well, in this next highlight, we know that the defense was better, but we still had a walk-off. Red Sox, Astros, Carlos Correa in the box with Houston up 1-0. And he rocks it deep to center field, but Jarren Duran says, I got us. Yes. Watch this again. What a grab. Told you there was some defense in this game, didn't I? We go to the bottom of the 6th. Alex Bregman at the plate. Keep an eye on the screen because this is quick. Yeah, I barely saw Carlos Correa, his former teammate with cat-like reflexes for the catch. We're in extras. 10th inning, tied at 1. Mauricio Dubois has a run on third, chops it short, but the defense was the theme in this game. Trevor Story is the story on this play. Makes the throw at home on time, and the game stays tied at 1 apiece. Bottom 10th, same score. Roman Anthony, the rookie, knocks it deep to center field, and with 2 runners in scoring position, it's a walk-off. His first career walk-off. The 9th walk-off of the season for Boston, which is tied for the most in the MLB. They win 2-1.
We got a 4th walk-off. This one, courtesy of guard ball. Cleveland hosting Minnesota, bottom 10, game tied at 2. Kyle Manzardo manning up with that mustache. Book the game-winning run. Cleveland wins it 3-2 with a walk-off win.
Cleveland! Well, Tyler, we still got some more walk-offs. This is for the Mariners. Rangers, Mariners. Let's just go to the bottom of the 9th. Mariners down 3-2. J.P. Crawford sends this one all the way to the bleachers. First career walk-off home run as the Mariners get their 5th win this season when trailing, entering the 9th, which is tied for the most in the MLB. They win it 4-3. And check this out. The Mariners open up a 2-game lead for the 3rd and final AL wildcard spot over the Rangers. The Red Sox are also now just a half a game behind the Yankees for the top slot. Meanwhile, the Guardians and Royals have each won 3 straight to put themselves in the hunt.
May not have been a walk-off, but it's still some late-inning drama in Philly. We pick it up in the 7th, hosting the Tigers, down 3-2. Kyle Schwarber up with 2 on and 2 out. He plates newly acquired Harrison Bader to tie it up at 3. Bryce Harper up next, 3-2 pitch. Harper checks his swing. Vic Carapazza rings him up, and Harper goes apoplectic.
Oh, he's heated.
And you know that means, see ya, Bryce. Showers. Take another look.
Here.
I know Bryce was mad.
What do you think? What do you think?
I think Vic got it right. Game stays tied at 3. We go to the 8th. Phillies now trailing 4-3. Otto Kemp laces one into the left field corner. Nick Castellanos races around to score and tie it up at 4 apiece. Later in the frame, 2 outs. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Bryson Stott trying to play hero. Well, that's not going to get it done. Or will it? Javi Baez with the throw. Stott originally ruled out, but earmuffs. Phillies would challenge, and Stott beat the throw clearly. So the runner scores. Phillies take a 5-4 lead. How about a Philly debut after being traded to the city of brotherly? Oh my gosh, if you have arachnophobia, watch out. That is nasty and scary.
So you do?
I do. It's John Duran making his Phillies debut. Easy 4-pitch save, getting Riley Green to fly out and end the game. Phils win it 5-4.
We got more late inning drama. It was the Giants visiting the Mets. Bottom of the 7th, Mets trailing 3-0. Pete Alonso hasn't been great since the All-Star break. His batting average is the lowest of any qualified hitter. But who do you think you are? He's still Pete Alonso. 23rd homer of the season. Mets on the board trailing 3-1. Bottom of the 8th, same score. Juan Soto with 2 on, 1 out. Lines one off the foot of the pitcher here. 1 scores. Mets would add another run on a sac fly and tie the game at 3. Heading into the 9th, top of the 9th, still tied. Ryan Helsley making his debut after being traded. Helsley gets Adames with a slider. He struck out 3 in the inning. We will go to extras, top of the 10th. The ex-Met Dominic Smith up for the Giants. Smith. Oh, yeah. Lines one right up the middle. That would score the go-ahead run. The former Met put the Giants up 4-3. Bottom of the 10th, Randy Rodriguez facing Ronnie Mauricio with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Last Sunday, Mauricio homered off Rodriguez. This time, Mauricio fanned with a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. Giants snap a 6-game losing streak as they win. The Mets' loss now has the Phillies retaken the NL East lead by a half a game. Both teams have gone 7-6 since the All-Star break, but the Mets have now lost 4 straight following their 7-game win streak. Plenty of time to sort out the division, though. These teams will play each other 7 more times before the end of the regular season.
So
I'd agree.
Let's wake our friends and fam up this morning with a little smooch. Kiss it goodbye from Friday on the Diamond. We start with Giancarlo Stanton in his old haunts. Back down in South Beach, fires a rocket into left field. Stanton's 9th homer of the season. An absolute missile, but As we saw, it was a crazy walk-off win for the Marlins.
We got Royals visiting the Blue Jays. It's Vlad Guerrero Jr. What do you think is going to happen? He just hits bombs. That's a second decker. My Lord. 428 feet, 16th homer of the season. Blue Jays would lose to the Royals 9-3.
Maybe the most fun player to watch in Major League Baseball because he can just do things others cannot.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
O'Neal Cruz, 451-foot grand slam. Also had that Cruz missile put out from center field, but this dude, just incredible. Pirates lost the game, though, 17-16 in a walk-off.
Brewers Nationals, William Contreras. Top of the 7th with the runner on. That's gone. My Lord. 2-run homer. 5-hit game, by the way, for him. Brewers get it done, 16-9.
Giants Mets. The polar bear, he needs to heat up. Maybe this is the start of it. Mets down 3-0. No problem for Alonso as he goes the other way. His 249th home run of his career. The Mets lost to the Giants, though, 4-3.